Hi, this is Deanne Hermes, and I have a treat for you today. I had the honor of going to Monroe High School to the Office of the Visually Impaired to be able to see what happens behind the scenes so that we can make all of our schoolwork, our books, worksheets accessible for students in the district who are blind or visually impaired. It is my pleasure to introduce you to several people from the Department of Visually Impaired. This is Mary Rose, who is our district Brailleist. We also have Diane, who is our para support. We have our Monroe High School student, Caden, and Tabitha, with her seeing eye dog Lyle, is our teacher of the visually impaired from Montana, who hosts classes with our blind and visually impaired students over Zoom.
So I went through Hadley School for the Blind for both Nemeth and Literary Braille, which is UEB, United English Braille. Taught me how to do this, and so I've been doing this about 10 years. And so, yeah, it's fun. And there are 272 symbols in Braille in the combination of those 6 dots. And I'm going to share with you how the books get transcribed. So this is a very large literature book for 9th grade. And when this is ordered through Washington State School for the Blind, it comes to us in multiple volumes. So while this is very large for print, this will show up in about 20 volumes. And this is all brailled so that our student can read it. So these are the sort files, and each day Caden comes and refiles her work that she's working on. Since we have the 4 periods a day, she'll sort through and decide what she needs and then return back to us, and then we dispose of the Braille she doesn't need. So she is up to date on every single class, and she has it prepared. Anything in Canvas that our electronic programs like JAWS and such won't read, then we prepare it in Braille. And the teachers get me that work, and then I put it together. This is our Duxbury program where we put our work in print, and then we transcribe it into the Braille, and then it comes through what's called the Juliet 160. And I like to describe, sounds like grading asphalt with dot matrix precision. So I push the emboss button, and Julia begins.
I am tactiling the kindergarten classroom work. So whenever we get worksheets for kindergarten, we have about 4 steps we have to go through. We take the copy, the regular copy that the teacher gives us, then we copy it onto thicker paper like cardstock. Then we use a light box to trace the back side of the worksheet, trace any pictures or lines. And then finally, we have to tactile with a kit that we have. It has various tools. Inside we have different wheels with different like teeth, traced butterflies and flowers on this side. And so now I'm going to tactile on that side so that it comes through on the right side. And then for the small features, little features. And then it comes out like this, and then the student can feel the picture.
And this is Caden, who is going to demonstrate how she reads in Braille.
In her lap, he licked Sarah's chin as she spoke to him. I read it in Braille, and I read it with 2 fingers, sometimes with 1 finger.
It's kind of hard to read with 1 finger sometimes though, huh? It's better to do 2. Is the old school Braille writer. This is what pretty much all kids start out learning on. So Braille is 6 dots. The Braille cell is 6 dots in each letter is made with a different combination of dots. And so this is, the dots are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so like A is dot 1. And up here you can see it's brailing out as I'm writing. What should I write, Caden?
The alphabet.
I should write the whole alphabet? Okay.
Yes.
Should we see how fast I can do it?
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Whoops. Oh no! Oops. Not great. I only made 2 mistakes, not bad. I started learning Braille when I was 4. Oh, I made 3 mistakes. Oh, I didn't see that one. So what Caden has is a refreshable Braille display, and she can use it as a note taker, or she can pair it with a computer and use it to do complete schoolwork, do writing. It has a QWERTY keyboard and a refreshable Braille cells at the bottom. And so when this is paired with a computer, it would actually speak what she's typing. But when it's just by itself, it just has the refreshable Braille, so she can read with her fingers what she's writing. Meg, the ma said to load the dishwasher. So she can use that to write and just anything she likes, and then it's refreshable and can read books. You can use it for schoolwork. Really cool device. This is called a Chameleon, and it is a Braille device only. So you'll notice it has the Braille keyboard, just like the keys here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and oh, the space bar is here. This is actually a new device to me. And then the refreshable Braille is in the middle here, which I don't know that I love. And this can be paired with an iPad. Can be paired with a computer, and it can be really helpful for young Braille learners to be able to get immediate feedback from what they're brailing. Because when they're brailing on here, they don't necessarily know if they got the dots correct. But if they're brailing on here and it's paired with an iPad, the iPad will actually speak what they brailled. And so it provides some immediate feedback, which is super nice. This is for very young Braille learners. And there's different modes. So you can, there's let's learn sounds. And so you push the letter and it'll make this sound. You can do where you use the keyboard and braille the letters and it will tell you what you brailled. Or you can push a letter and it will tell you which dots to press to make that Braille letter.
Kaden, how is it to be at a high school when you are blind?
Hard-ish.
Do you want to talk? Can you talk a little bit about that? What are some of the challenges?
Like navigating through the hallways that I always sometimes run into people in the hallway and I'm like, what? Where am I going? But I know where all my classes are. It's just whenever I walk in the hallways, I always bump into everybody sometimes.
When it's crowded, it's sometimes a little hard to navigate, huh?
Yeah. What do you wish other high school students knew?
That I'm blind and they should watch out. Like to watch out where like to let me go past them.
What's your favorite subject?
Music, band.
Oh, very good. What instrument do you play?
I play clarinet. I play piano. I play all kinds of instruments.
Tell me, how do you read the music?
I'm still kind of learning the Braille music.
But you play a lot by ear.
Yeah. Science was kind of hard. They integrated on the second semester, but the first semester when I had chemistry, that was really easy.
Oh, you like chemistry.
It's my favorite.
That's awesome.
I missed that.
He said, I didn't like having to Braille the chemistry very much. Chemistry Braille is different than just literary Braille, so there's lots of different rules and codes.
So this is our high school students' algebra math, and it starts out as a single sheet, and when we transcribe it, we work together as a team because our TVI is so versed in Nemeth, and it becomes a Nemeth Braille is the math Braille. So then we produce it and transcribe it into the computer. She keys it in, and then we hit transcribe and emboss, and it comes out as a 2-page document. So the Juliet really is snappy at getting our documents to us. Caden, here's your math.
Have fun with it. It's 2-step equations. You got this.
Well, whole numbers, you're gonna rock it. You rock math all the time.
Is that it?
Yeah,
For the interview?
it's right. It's right there for you, my dear. Can I get the door for you?
I was heading to that.
Why don't you go out this door? It'll be easier for you. Okay.
And all of us.
Less obstruction.
We're all kind of in the way.
Thank you, Kaden.
Have a
Bye.
great time at math, my friend.